Ladies and gentlemen, my supporters, my viewers, everybody who have been very supportive of AWC Home Care, thank you very much for the opportunity for me to sit here and talk to you. My name is Jean Bastilla. I'm with AWC Home Care. Today is the greatest opportunity that I have. This is 2019. This is January 1st, 2019. This is a great opportunity for me to say a happy new year to every one of you. And also
AWC Home Care.
Well, sorry about that. Hold on.
For CCSP clients, press 2. For employment or HR, press 3. For all other issues, press 0 or stay on the line.
Well, there's a track that comes up here. That's not what we wanted. But I'm about to fix that real quick here.
Please hang up and call 911.
That's not what we wanted. Sorry about that. But anyway, again, my name is Jean, and I wanted to come here and talk to you a little bit and thank you for the opportunity that you gave us to serve you in 2018. I remember in 2018, I came here just like I came today. I came here and I talked to you, and I did promise you guys that I would do my very, very best to make sure we maintain the quality of care that we do. For those of you who may not be familiar with our company, we are a home care company. And we do from 4 hours to 24-hour care. We do anything from light housekeeping to heavy duty care. So if you know anybody at home who needs an home care service, this is exactly what we do. So we encourage you to we encourage you to share this video with as many people. This is actually what I'm doing right now. So share this video with as many people as you can. Tell them about what we're doing. But I wanted to come here and take the time to talk to you guys a little bit about what we do, about our service, about our home care services that we do. We are one of the top in home care services in the Atlanta area, and I can say that we are at this spot right now just because of your support. Without you, there is no way we would be able to be where we are today. So I know last year you guys were very supportive, so I want to say thank you to many of our case managers, social workers from the assisted living, from the nursing home, from the hospitals. We have a lot of people who supported us. We want to say thank you to you, and we want to say we will continue to do the same thing. I know I say this is a great opportunity. This is a great day today for me to be talking to you. And it's because, many people didn't get a chance to see that 2019. So there's many people who had accident, many people, they were sick, they were in the hospital, they didn't get a chance to make it. So with us, we are very pleased. God gave us grace that we were able to make it to the 2019. So as you guys know, we do a lot of education. My channel is all about education, especially education about seniors, but also education about different medical issues such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and a lot of issues that people have in our community. We'll continue to do the same thing, but mainly I want to say Happy New Year to every one of you from our office, from AWC Home Care. All of us, we are very, very pleased and very proud for what you guys help us accomplish in the past year. And this year, we want to make a promise to you. We want to promise you that we will continue to excel in the quality of care that we provide. We know that our home care company actually, most of our referrals are based on family referrals or the service, the quality of our service. We are not a big company, but our service is very high quality. So for that reason, many people refer their client to us. So again, we do in-home care, free in-home care evaluation if you know anybody who is in need of in-home care. So freely we could come to their home and it doesn't cost them anything, we could send one of our nurses or myself if I have to go there. We'll make sure that they get somebody to go there and help them and provide the quality or evaluate what the family members are doing. So it's not about really about our company, but it's about helping people in the community. It's about helping whoever need help. Is about helping them. So it's not just about us, but it's about helping whoever needs help and help in the community. So the way you can help us is by by doing your best as far as telling people, share this video with other people. Many people need to see this. As many people, they need to see it. Again, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just sharing it with other people. So I would like for you guys to do the same thing. I know today we were not here to talk about. We were not here mainly to talk about any issues or to talk about any type of education mainly, but there's one topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit. As you guys know, I always love teaching. I love to talk about topics that are healthcare related topics. There's one thing that I was thinking when I was talking about us being here today, us having the opportunity of seeing the 2019, which many other people didn't get the opportunity to do. So I was just thinking about a topic that is extremely important, about living will. So I don't know, people watching, I don't know how many people know what the living will is, but this is a very, very important piece of document that I think. Again, many people didn't make it, including my mother. She didn't make it. She passed just a couple of months ago, and I know that she will be rested in peace. I'm very disturbed that she's not here. This is my very first year that I'm not able to call her and wish her a happy new year, but I know she will rest in peace. This is part of life, so we just have to keep moving. We have to keep moving, helping as many people as we can. But a living will is a very important piece of document. A living will is actually a document that you have to tell your loved ones what you want to be done in case if something happens to you, what would you want to be done? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
For new and existing clients,
we don't want this. We want this music to be playing. So yeah, living will, I'm sorry about that. The living will is a piece of document that is written to tell your loved ones, your family, your parents, to tell them exactly what you would want to have done in case that you are not able to make your own decision. I think this is a very important thing because I have had a lot of situations where I go in people's home where I'm trying to help them, and they have a loved one who is in a situation where they kind of they are living, but they don't have a quality life. But the problem is they don't know what to do because that family member, that loved ones, they didn't say what they wanted to be done. So then it makes it hard for the family. They don't know, should they pull the plug or should they continue? Because if you didn't know what your loved one would have wanted, so it makes it very difficult to make a decision as far as should you continue care. Like some people are being fed through a tube, for instance. But if you don't know what they would have wanted, then it makes it very difficult. So this is why a living will is a very, very important piece of document. And I would advise every one of you watching here, every one of you who had the opportunity to make it in 2019, I wish you the best, and I wish you will see as many more years. However, I think it would be a favor to your loved ones. I know it's not a very comfortable discussion, but it would be a nice thing for you to discuss this with your loved ones. Like, baby, what would you have wanted done if something happens? If you have an accident and you can't talk, what do I do? So I think that's extremely important, because if you don't know, then how are you gonna manage it? You don't know what to do. So then I think it's extremely important to know what that person would have wanted done, and then that would help where you know exactly what you do. So this is the reason why I thought it was important that we should talk about this topic, because it would, it just help us to determine what our loved ones would have wanted us to do for them. Because I mean, imagine you have, I mean, anytime things happen, accident happens, situations happen, people got sick, and then you don't have the time to talk about it. So if you don't have the time, and I know myself personally, it's not a easy discussion for me to have with my loved ones. But again, the thing is, if you talk about it, then it makes it easier for them. And again, as I said, I have a lot of situations where people are in this area where it's like they're not enjoying life, but then we're keeping them alive. And a lot of the time, I understand for our own good, we have to keep them alive, but then do we do it for ourselves or do we do it for them? What type of quality life are they having? Now, if you have a living will, it makes it a little easier, because imagine when you have a family, say mom or grandma or whoever, they're in that situation. It's very hard because everybody, they may have so many kids, they have family members, they have uncle, they have aunt, they have sisters, they have brothers. So it's very hard to come down with a conclusion. So it's like, if you don't have a living will, it's like if something happens to you, it's almost like you throw a ball, but you didn't throw it to anybody. So it's, you just throw it, anybody could kick it anywhere they want to. So then it makes it very hard. However, if you have a living will, then it helps that people know exactly what you want to be done. They know exactly, okay, you would not you would not have wanted to be on the machine. You would not want to be kept alive through a tube feeding. So then they know exactly what to do. So if they know what to do, guess what? It makes it makes it easier, It makes it easier because then people know exactly what you would have wanted, But when you don't have a living will, then it's very hard for the people you left behind, because when something happens to you, they have no clue. And I know this is a topic that we don't talk about, but it is extremely important, because how do we know what you would have wanted done? We don't know. We have no clue. So everybody, like when I work in the hospital, I have to ask every one of my patients, do you have a living will or a power of attorney? I know even the patients, sometimes they get shocked because they like, okay, well, you think I'm gonna die? No, you're not gonna die, but we wanna know. We always ask that in this situation, this in the hospital, because if that person goes into cardiac arrest or something happens, we wanna know exactly what orders do I put on the computer as far as what the nurse will do. Will they call a code? Will they do chest compression? Will they shock this patient? It is gonna be based on what they want to be done, So the thing is, it is extremely important that we know upfront what needs to be done, because if we don't know, it makes it more difficult for us, because we wanna know, what would you want? If you can talk to me, because this thing can happen very easily. People have a stroke. They just have they stroke out and they lose their ability to talk. So if you lose your ability to talk, then unfortunately, people would not know. And if you can't write anything, so you become paralyzed, you can't talk. So, I mean, it's a matter of an hour or less than an hour that this could happen. And here we are, what do we do? Everybody asking, should we pull the plug? Well, let's call sister so-and-so. Let's see what they think. Everybody's saying there's something, but then the thing is that we just don't know. But if we know upfront what you would have wanted to be done, then it makes it easier, in a living will situation. But if you didn't have a living will, imagine how difficult it is. Imagine, like myself, I'm no longer here, but it happens within a matter of seconds. So then what? So everybody's like, I wonder what would he have wanted? Because you can't talk to anybody. So people have to make that decision for you. But the thing is, they would make it based on, they will make the decision based on what they want. And now imagine you have a lot of people, again, as I said, a lot of people trying to make that decision. That can be very challenging, you know? So my thing is, again, today it was an opportunity for me to thank you guys and to wish you guys the very best of 2019. I hope every one of you have a goal, have a resolution of something you want to work on. Because again, everything you do, you have to have a goal, you have to have a plan, you have to have a vision. So I hope every one of you has a vision for the 2019. I hope if your 2018 was not as good, I hope you didn't take the 2018 with you to the 2019. But I hope you look at 2019 as a brand new year, that you're gonna do new things, you know. Again, in life, failure is part of life. Tribulation is part of life. So the thing is, what do you do with failure? So when you fail, you should just stand up and continue to move on. So this is a new year. This is the very first day of 2019. You have the opportunity, you have the ability to say, I want to change my life. In any type of ways. Maybe your situation was not as good last year. For whatever you were doing, I don't have to know, nobody has to know. But again, if you want to decide to change it, you can change it, and you get the full opportunity to change this right now, today, because this is the first of the year. So you have 365 days to work on whatever you want to work on, to change things around, to make your life better, to do better things for others, to do better things for yourself, to spend more time with your family, to be a better employee, to be a better employer, to be a better friend. You have the opportunity today to start doing that. You have the opportunity today to start working on this. But again, while you're working on this, I also want you to think about having a living will, about telling your loved ones what you would have wanted done in your life in case that you cannot talk to them. As I said at the very beginning, my name is John. I'm with AWC Home Care. This is one of the top home care agency in the Atlanta area. We're located in Smyrna, Georgia. Our phone number is 770-970-0024, or you could call 678-696-9905. We'll be more than happy to help you. We also accept like Medicaid as well. So if you have a loved ones who are in need, or you have a friend, I want you to tell them about what we're doing. Tell them about our service. Tell them about the quality of care that we offer, because a lot of the time people don't know that there's this available. And also, if you know anybody at home who is at risk for fall, who may need somebody to take care of them, let us know. We'll be more than happy to send somebody over, and it doesn't cost them anything. It is free of charge. We'll be sending somebody over who will be able to evaluate them, maybe work with the family members and teach them about better ways to take care of that person. So we would be more than happy to go there and help that person. So all you need to do is just tell us. If you let us know, we'll go over and help them. Also, if you work or you're part of any senior community and you think they need some type of education, we would like for you to reach out to us. We are right here in the community. That's what we do. We do a lot of community education. We'll be more than happy to come by and do some education with those seniors and family members, and help them to better care for themselves. Again, we believe that the older generation today, they need our help. They need the help of our society. Unfortunately, a lot of the time we look at older people as somebody who should be neglected, should be on the side. We look at them as a problem, as a burden, but they are not a burden, because remember, they raise us. They make us who we are. If we are here today, everything I'm doing in the community, all the older people, the older generation, they contributed to what I'm doing today, to my education, to everything. Everywhere you go, I want you to think that this was created by somebody, and maybe that somebody is no longer here. It could be a technology you're using. It could be a store that you're attending. It could be a church that you're going to. but it was done by the previous generation, and most likely that the generation who built this thing, they're older now. So us as younger people, we need to take care of them. You know, we need to love them. We need to provide them with love and compassion, because they did that to us when we were little kids. We shouldn't be looking at our parents or an older person. You know, when you see them, pay them better attention, talk to them, because imagine they get older, they're not able to do as much as they used to do. They're not able to enjoy as much things they used to enjoy. So all they have now is us. We need to help them. It's just us. We just need to support them. We just need to help them. We just need to show them love like they should to us, to make us who we are today. So this is part of why I'm doing what I'm doing. People think, okay, hey, you know, I do understand sometimes people end up in the nursing home, but if you have a parent, if they end up there, if you can pay them a visit, actually today, this new year, this is on one resolution, okay? If you have a parent, maybe you felt like you neglected them, I want you to think about it. I want you to take a minute, take a little time, go there and visit with them, you know, visit with them, tell them you love them, you know, like I'm telling you all today that, you know, that I love you all, you know, so that AWC Home Care is telling you all that we love you for all you did throughout the year. I want you to go there. If that parent, go tell them you love them, you know, tell them that you love them, tell them you care about them, because the thing is, life is not just about materialistic stuff, but life is about helping somebody. Life is about making somebody put a smile on somebody's face. Life is about showing somebody you care. You can give a person $1 million, but then the way you make them feel is the most important. You can, that's the thing they will keep with them. This is what keeps them going. When you tell them, thank you, when you tell them, hey, you can do it, when you show them that you are compassionate, you know? So today in 2019, that should be one of the #1 resolution that we should have. I mean, again, I'm talking here not just because I'm a leader of a home care company that deal with a lot of seniors, but also as people in general, we need to maybe rethink our life. Today is January 1st. Maybe it's the you know, good opportunity for us to rethink our life, and think about what is the most important thing for us in life. Is it getting money, or is it making somebody, helping somebody? I mean, what is it? So what is the purpose of us living? Why are we here? Are we here to be useful to our society, or are we here to be making money? I mean, again, as I said, money, you will die, you will leave money. But you know, what you did for somebody, it will never fade. It will always be there. The way you make somebody feel today, this is what, they will take this with them forever. That's the most you could do. Today I'm talking, tomorrow, I don't know what will happen to me. But you know, whatever I can do in society for somebody, this is the most important, you know. And this is why it's a lot of situations we end up providing free care to some people, because you know, I don't think our purpose should just be financial, money, physical wealth and all that stuff, but our purpose should be truly helping somebody. If you go to the store, somebody's older, they're carrying this, can I help you? This is the most you could do. Make them feel good. Make somebody feel good. It doesn't matter. You could do this wherever you are. You could do it. You could be at home. You could do it. You could be in church. You could do it. It's how you live with people, how you see people, how you value people, how you value human being. Do you just look at people as a piece of thing, or do you look at them as a human being who needs to be loved, as a human being who needs to be treated well, you know? So it's very important for us today in this first of the year to redefine our life, to redefine the purpose of our life. Why are we living? What's the purpose? Is the purpose to try to make money, and we leave all the money and we go? Or is the purpose to be there for somebody? And again, we need to start it at home. To be there for our kids, to be there for our spouses, to be there for our parents. So that's exactly where you started. So is that the purpose, or is the purpose to just make money? I have learned a lot, because in my profession, I have met a lot of people. Sometimes they have a lot of wealth, but what I have learned is that wealth sometimes cannot do anything for you. People will talk about you, and sometimes not too much about your wealth, but they'll talk about what you did to help them. They'll talk about what you did to make them feel good. It may not be money, but it may just be some very, very little thing that you do for somebody. You're just looking at having the empathy, looking on the other side. Put yourself in somebody else's shoe. Though people are at work, they mad, they make things miserable. I was talking to one of my colleagues in the hospital, and we were talking about how sometimes providers are so mean to nurses, or but sometimes you look at it, why all this? Yes, you may have knowledge, but all this knowledge, guess what? You'll go and leave the knowledge behind, okay? So all of it, all the money you have, all the power you have, you can't take it anywhere. So what you can take anywhere is that person working with you. Make them feel like they're a human being, because my colleague was telling me how a provider was treating somebody else, and it was badly a bad treatment. So I was like, okay, well, we were talking about it. Why that? Why do you think you're better than somebody else? Nobody is better than others. So we should treat one another with respect. We all have our life, and guess what? It doesn't matter how poor I am. It doesn't matter how rich you are. We all are human beings. We all will die at one point. The money will not make you live more or whatever. Yes, you could pay for some equipment, but there will be a time where there will be no more way of saving you. I have seen a lot of situations where people have a lot of money, but the money didn't save them. They go, the money stay. That person is laying there, and somebody is deciding on their wealth. Somebody's saying, how many million am I gonna have? How am I gonna share this? When are we gonna sell this house? When are we gonna sell this property? So you have a lot of people deciding on your wealth, on what you have, So this is to say the money you have cannot do anything for you. So us in society, in a new year, I think the best resolution we all should have today would be a resolution to start treating our brothers and sisters, to start treating the people around us better. Treat them better. Treat them like a person. The best thing somebody could have in life is humility. Is wisdom. That's what you need. You need this than anything, because a lot of time power and money make us forget that we are human beings. Money and power sometimes makes us treat others with disrespect. So you look at that person, because this is the guy, this is the whatever the position they have, whether I'm not even gonna make the personality of naming some of those positions, but some people have lower position compared to others. So people look at those people with lower position as if they are not as, I guess they are not as good, So I'm good, but no, well, you're not good because you are under me, But those are the things that we need to we really need to start thinking about those things. Those are the things you think about. You think about, how can I change somebody's life? What can I do to make somebody happy? What do I do to hurt somebody's feeling? What can I do? How can I show somebody I truly love them? Sometimes a phone call somebody, make them feel good. Let them talk to you. Allow them the ability to vent. you know, because sometimes people like venting. They want to talk to somebody. They want to tell somebody something. Why don't you give them the opportunity? Why don't you give them the opportunity to talk to you and vent and talk and say, oh, this is what I want to say. Let them allow them to let it out. Let it out. I know we talk about seniors a lot, but this is not even about seniors. It could be about your kids at home. If they do a good job, let them know they do a good job. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to try to cheat to make money. But you know, you could live a very reasonable life. You could treat everybody good. You could be friendly to people. You don't have to be too bossy. It doesn't matter if you are, you know, a policeman, if you are a pastor, if you are a doctor, whoever you are. You don't have to be showing your strength. I mean, not strength, but you don't have to be overshowing your power, you know? Because again, we all human beings at the end. We all gonna go through that same path. We are dust. We all will turn into dust at the end. So really, it's a very important thing for us to think about, you know. So this is kind of that's a side note. Actually, this is not something. It just came to my mind because it's a conversation I have with so many people, you know, so many people about how you see people treating people just because they have power or because they have money and that other person don't have as much money. So I just wanted to really, talk about it a little bit. But what I want to say to you all is thank you for watching this video. If you'll be watching it later, share it with some people. If you're watching it now, I want you to share it as many times as you can. Thank you again for the opportunity to help, for the opportunity you give us to help our community. Thank you for supporting us. All my case managers, kudos to you. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. All my supporters, everybody who ever supported our company, we love you. We are where we are just because of you. Again, we're located in Smyrna. If you need any help, just let us know. You could call us. You could email us. We're here for you. And again, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. And I love you very, very much. I love you very, very much from the very bottom of my heart. If you need any help, just let us know. Again, my name is Jean Bastilla with AWC Home Care. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Again, happy New Year. Happy 2019 to every one of you. Thank you.